Right, Shells and Moshville Times, and I am here with
Bloodmores,
who played the new Blood stage a little earlier on.
Yes, 3 o'clock we were on.
Okay, and are you shit-faced yet?
Not yet.
Well, why don't you remedy that right now?
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, fellas.
Bloodstock.
Jacob Hobbs. I am quite envious because I'm driving today, so I can't. Yeah. So,
Hold it down there. I am eco-friendly. I should be picking it up in a bit.
Yep.
Yes,
cool.
Same.
So anyway, where did you win Metal to the Masses then?
Stoke. We won in Stoke. Yes.
You won Stoke Metal to the Masses. It's not too far away.
No, and it's only like 20 minutes from Rick's house. So
I live in Stoke, and these guys live like sort of Blackpool and North Lancashire.
Scattered. Well,
So, but the fact that I'm in Stoke, it gave it a legitimacy.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right for sort of like roaming around everywhere, but I just think the fact that you've got someone from Stoke actually gives it a legitimate reason. You know.
Fair play. Get a good crowd in for.
we did, yeah. It was really busy.
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's a great venue, the Underground. It was. I'd like to go back there at some point. Yeah, definitely.
We're already in talks with him to get something booked in November. So yeah,
Who's the promoter?
it was Jordan that I dealt with last time.
Jordan from.
The Underground.
yeah.
The Underground in Stoke.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So
I just want to shout out. My wife came to her very first ever heavy metal gig, coming to watch us. So big love to Kath. Love you, babe.
Mrs. Simpson.
Mrs. Simpson.
Yeah, Mrs. Simpson, and to all the guys who came from work as well. Love you, Christy.
So she came to the first gig. Is she hooked now?
Do you know what? She actually said what an experience it was, and I don't mean that in a negative way. She was genuinely blown over by how lovely everyone was, the great feeling, the great atmosphere that we know we have at a metal festival.
I think she was probably more blown away by what you look like on stage.
Yeah.
Never seen you like that before.
Is there a bit of makeup or is that just sucking your glasses?
That's just my glasses.
Don't mind.
So you know, she's going to come and watch more of your gigs now. Is that set a precedent?
Do you know what? I think she actually probably will do. Probably when we're nearer to home. We've got kids and all the rest of it, obviously. Yeah. But she enjoyed it, and she's met these guys a couple of times now, and genuinely thought what a lovely bunch of guys.
I've even been on my best behaviour.
Did you manage that? Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I've even been on my best behaviour around Mrs. Simpson. So
That's it.
Well, should we?
She knows I'm such an idiot.
Shout her name, Mrs. Simpson.
hello, Mrs. Simpson. I am greatly appreciative of you coming to our gigs, and your husband is a particularly good bass player.
How good?
Particularly good.
It's an inside joke.
Today I was exceptionally good.
Okay, this will have to be explained later. In fact, straight on camera. Right. So Stoke got a decent scene anyway, right? It's got a number of decent venues actually. I know people that used to cover a lot of gigs up there back in the day.
Right.
So how's the scene feel for you up there? Is it?
I mean, the Underground's the only. We absolutely loved it, but that is the only venue we've played in Stoke.
Okay.
So you're probably more familiar with it because you live local.
absolutely,
I'm not too familiar with it. I don't think any of us.
There's the Underground, and there's like the Sugar Mill, especially. Sugar Mill tends to do some quite big acts actually. You know, they've got Obituary coming, they've had Paradise Lost. I know they've had Lacuna Coil before as well. A fantastic venue. They've also had shout out here. I know this is non-metal, but a shout out to the Clone Roses, the best Stone Roses tribute band ever, who have also played there. And I'm really good mates with Baggy, their bass player, so they were brilliant. But the Underground's a fantastic venue. I've seen Municipal Waste there and everything. So to actually go there and play on that stage for me, especially, was absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I agree with these guys. We tend to play sort of like more Manchester and Lancashire way.
So, 016 crew.
We've seen James and Jane.
They're about. Once again, they were out in force for Torture Demon and that earlier on as well.
We saw him at our set as well.
They would be. You played for him and stuff like that. Really supportive of the whole family.
You know, they were so supportive. They even had, like, James had some flyers off me as well, and was giving some flyers out for support. So yeah, big thanks to him and Beanie as well, who also from the North Wales crew. They also went out and gave out some flyers.
Well, I
saw all of them this morning when I went and dropped the t-shirts off.
A lot of people, massive supporters of the Underground scene. scene.
Yeah,
And that's what it needs, because I think the underground scene's the friendliest scene that's out there anyway,
It
right?
is.
You go and see one of the big acts late at night here, right? And you notice that the whole area ends up getting full of shit afterwards, right?
Yeah.
You go to any of the small stage, New Blood on Sophie, it's almost spotless when you walk away.
Do you know what?
That says a lot.
I said that. It was what year was it? Gajira played here.
20. It was just
was
before.
it 18?
Yeah, it was just before lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah. They played here, and like you say, the arena emptied out, and there's just rubbish everywhere. And I'm sat here going, "You watching this band singing about singing about recycling and preservation, and and then you've just destroyed the place."
I'm a massive Gajira fan. I saw them down in London earlier on this year, and you get the sense that there's people that are into them because of the songs that became popular.
Like Flying Whales.
I think, they're the real fans.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are into popular, and they're talking about everything and all the issues that are going on, and they're there just going, but they've got no idea what it actually means and what they're actually talking about. So anyway, that's my high horse.
No, that's fine.
I'm with you.
That's fine.
If you're gonna put something out there, and that's as a band, but as a fan, you know what I mean. If you're gonna clap your hands to it, respect it, mean it. You know what I mean.
For me, Gajira's like a lot of their lyrics have influenced me, because I sing about a lot of the same sort of things, and especially like global warming. So that had a massive effect on me. Like, it's such a great song, and the lyrics just really resonate with me. And again, that's the kind of things that I sing about in Bloodmores.
Well, it kind of needs singing about, and if only more people understood, then.
This is my mindset on it is that if I've got a voice that people are going to listen to, I want to use it for something worthwhile. Like a song about going out and having a party or something, it just doesn't resonate with me at all.
Well, it has its place.
Yeah.
I like having a party, but if you're going to have a message to give to people, then you at least believe in what it is you're saying. You know what I mean? And if all you believe in is go out and have a party, then that's fantastic. I've got no issue with it at all. But if you're going to go out there with a message and all the rest of it, then stick with it. It's why I said we are eco-friendly. A lot of our lyrics that that you've come up with are to do with that. But seriously, it's like I don't want to just stick litter everywhere. I want to look after the place.
Talking about lyrics, like who the writing process for you guys?
Right? So lyrically, it's all me. I'm the front man. I do all the lyrics. These guys have mentioned, I'd quite like to get involved. Happy for him to, but you have before, and like I'm totally open to it. My only thing is that because I play guitar as well, I sit there and go, guys, don't write anything crazy. I've got to layer these on top of each other. But I'm welcome to any external sort of input, because sometimes they'll write something and go, oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have thought of that. And
do you ever get any riffs that set you off, or anything like that? Sent you 3 o'clock in the morning?
So we discussed. We just talked about this in another interview earlier, where so Rick's only been with us for like a year and a bit or so, and he's bringing ideas to the table for our next album that I'm here going, oh man, I wouldn't have written a song like this. This is really cool. And then you sort of go, oh, then it can do this and then it can do that, and a whole sort of song flows from a small idea, and I go, I would never have written anything like this without his input. And then we've got some tracks that I absolutely love that I would never have written on my own because I've had Rick's input from them.
Like for me, I work night. I'm a nurse and I work nights, so you'll quite often, if you ever come to the hospital in Crewe, I'm not saying the name because I'm not allowed to, but but if the hospital in Crewe, as I'm walking around, I'll have my iPhone out and I am literally going. I've got a riff idea, I'll stick it down, and that's sort of how I do it. And I've always said to these guys, look, listen, I've got to be honest now. Like I said, I'm the newbie to the band. These guys have been so welcoming, and the truth of the matter is that I always said to them, look, if you want me to write some stuff, I'll write some stuff. I'll give you stuff. If you like it, fantastic. If you don't, throw it by the wayside. It doesn't matter. There's no ego. Just use what you want to use. Don't use what you want to use. You know what I mean? I'm just privileged to be with a group of fantastic musicians, and dare I say this, and this is not the Jaeger speaking either. 3 friends for life. They've been fantastic.
We do
lovey-dovey here, ladies and gentlemen. We do
Especially Chris is well up.
So, how did you end up with these lovely people?
Our previous manager sort of met him online and pitched us.
Online?
Just said.
Was it like Grindr or what?
Yeah, exactly that. It's one of the two. No, and he just said, I'm working with this band who are in need of a new bass player. Yeah. What do you think? And obviously you loved it.
Yeah, he sent me the stuff, because I'm ashamed to say at the time I hadn't heard of Bloodmores.
Yeah.
I was in the death metal band Austerium. We played all over the world. It was like whoa, and unfortunately pandemic, it unfortunately killed it. So I pimped myself out on Facebook, and the manager that the guys had before, I'd been trying to get this other band that I was in to come and play live for him quite a lot. Unfortunately, we never able to get schedules together or whatever. But he'd come to our shows, he'd seen us, And I pimped myself out, and he sort of said, "Look, Bloodmores are looking for a bass player." So I said, "Oh, let me listen to the thing." Literally, first track, I'm like, "Yes, please, I want to audition for these guys," and I knew it was going to challenge me as well. So I was.
How was the audition?
He absolutely nailed it.
I was sold in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I was sold before he played a note. And for me...
Were you already wasted at the time?
No.
Yes, he was.
No, for me, it doesn't matter whether you can play or not. If you're a sound guy, that's all that matters to me. People can learn to play, they can't learn to be nice.
Yeah.
For me, I've told this story a bunch of times. We'd rented like a room to do the auditioning because we didn't have our own room set up at the time, and it was upstairs with a car park underneath it, and I went downstairs to help Rick load his gear in, and I was like, mate, this guy's upstairs just like playing all our stuff, finger picking on bass rather than a pick, and he's like, what?
Bearing in mind, a lot of the stuff is like 245 BPM.
We are not a slow band, and he just blew us away.
You must have a very happy wife.
Hello, Mrs. Simpson.
Mrs. Simpson onto that one.
But we were just blown away with him. It's like, and obviously he left afterwards, and we're all going, "What a nice guy!" Like, he was an absolute monster of a player, and he was just really, really nice to just hang out with.
Because I was worried. I'm older than these guys, and I don't mean worried.
No.
But yes.
No.
Grey hairs don't give it away.
That's it. Yeah. Which could be an issue. It could genuinely be an issue.
Bass players don't grow up. We all know that, right?
Well, this is it. This is it. Absolutely. They were welcoming. I went to this audition and they were cool. They were cool with me and made me feel comfortable. So no matter what, I said at the end of it, go away, have a think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you say no, it's been an absolute pleasure. You know what I mean? And they were fantastic. Fantastic from the first minute.
Brilliant, and you know what? I think sometimes you got a bit more experience in that. So you can help bring the experience to the band, and they can help keep you feeling a bit younger.
Absolutely, they certainly do that.
Hence the Jaeger bombs, right?
Absolutely. Not my idea, by the way. That was all Chris.
Absolutely, all my idea. I take the blame fully. I'm fine with that.
Absolutely. Ago, and he went, "Oh, I might have bought something else."
What have you bought? If anything happens in this band that's negative, as in something's burnt or someone's pissed, blame Chris.
You are the man that takes all the responsibility then.
It's negative stuff, apparently.
Me and him at Rock City last year, we're equally to blame.
That was our first
proper night out.
Absolutely.
Is that a story that he's telling in public?
Nope.
It involves a lot of raving.
Raving,
It involves a lot of raving, a lot of Jaeger bombs, and a lot of ABBA.
Yes. And confetti cans.
ABBA.
Yeah.
All right. Which is your favourite ABBA song?
I'm going to actually go middle of the road because I love the guitar work in it. I'm going to go Fernando.
Okay.
Probably Dancing Queen,
Dancing Queen's a good one. Dancing Queen, gimme. There was another one that's not springing to mind right now.
To be fair, Dancing Queen, right? You both sang it clearly previously. I think we should have a couple of we should have half a glass now.
If there were a few more Jaeger bombs.
Oh man!
I've always said never trust anybody who doesn't at least respect ABBA. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to like them, but if you can't appreciate what they brought to the table, exactly. Me too.
I said to you before we'd even come down here, I said if you want a masterclass in melody and harmony, look no further than ABBA.
And not only that, but I'll tell you what, there are some bands in the world where you don't mess with women in, right? And there's no stronger women than those that can sing about what an arsehole their ex is, what he's there. Right?
every Taylor Swift album for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fleetwood Mac as well, that, isn't it?
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac have done it. They're the two, aren't they?
Yeah.
Those women were, well, let's put it this way, they must have influenced people. Because I don't mean it in a funny way, they were so strong. They had to sing those lyrics.
Strong and very, very talented.
Yeah. So Stevie
This is a
Nicks.
better world when we started talking about this world. It's great.
Yeah. Yo, the girls from Fleetwood Mac, the girl from ABBA. My God. Learn something from these people. I want more. I say this all the time on Facebook. I want more girls in bands. Doesn't have to be an all-girl band. Doesn't have to be whatever. I want more and more and more girl bands.
You know what? I'm watching the Women's World Cup at the moment, right? This world's been too male-dominated for ages, and I've been thoroughly entertained by it. Although I don't know what the result was from this morning yet.
There's a friend of mine from work had put a bet on, and it entertained me so much that he was going, I can cash out of my bet right now. But how much will you earn? He went, 3 pence. And I was like, yeah, do it.
What was the result?
I don't know.
We recently played with a band called War Shepherd. Now, let me tell you, now they've got a couple of girls in there. The bass player and the singer. The guys as well are absolutely phenomenal. What a band! What a band! I know I'm plugging here, and I hope this goes out. Honestly, War Shepherd were phenomenal. They were such good friends. I'd play with them any day of the week.
Awesome. And let's start winding up. Who are you looking forward to seeing for the rest of the festival? You around for the rest of the festival?
Yes, we're here.
Megadeth. So you want Megadeth?
Megadeth.
I'm very old. I also want Megadeth.
I also want, and I know you guys are going to disagree.
Sepultura.
No, not Sepultura. I know you guys are going to disagree with me. Do you?
Ugly Kid Joe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the story though?
Ugly Kid Joe. You go for long with Ugly Kid Joe. Do you know what? Ugly Kid Joe has helped get me laid. I've got nothing against them.
The reason that I want to see Ugly Kid Joe is because when my mother was pregnant with me,
she was singing it to you. I hate everything about you.
No, it wasn't that. It was Cats in the Cradle. And every time that would come on, apparently I would kick. And she knew from that point that I was going to be a metalhead. So
you tell me a story about your dad, really?
Well, yeah.
I now feel so old.
No, that song has a special place in my heart. So, and I've got a single of it framed at home that she gave me for my 18th birthday. So that's always got a special place in my heart.
Fair play. There are certain songs like that. Mine's completely different. In fact, no, Tiffany. I think we're alone now. That's got a special place in my heart because I loved that girl when I was about that height.
Right.
Something about those wooden jumpers. I was a little 10, 11-year-old completely smitten. So it happens, you get those special tunes, right? Exactly. I've got Chris behind me about to throw something at me.
That's all right.
He's trying.
We saw Chris before. Chris, hello, Chris. Shout out to Chris. Chris is an absolute diamond geezer.
No, he's an arsehole. You're right.
Lyndon, get in here. Not me, you guys get your picture. Not me.
But so who's that?
He's the bassist from Daybreaker. We know him.
Those are the Daybreaker guys. On the Vegas stage at half 2, I think.
So we love them and we missed them.
Yeah,
we were on at the same time.
Yeah.
Next time, right, when you're on the sofa or whatever.
I was literally just saying on the way back here, I collared Lyndon by the end of the fence here. And I said, if I get the chance, I'm going to gatecrash your interview. And he said, it's all right, I'll do the same to you. I'll just pick you up and walk off with you.
To be fair, it's not that difficult, is it?
No.
I'm 9 stone soaking wet.
And that's ambitious.
I wish I was.
Put it this way, I can double that with extra. It's really been lovely talking to you guys. I hope to talk to you again. I hope there's bigger stages. I hope there's a bright future for you guys.
Thank you.
And use this as a stepping stone. And let's see you at all sorts of places throughout the country and Europe.
Right. Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thanks
Cheers.
very much. Thanks for having us on.